What up, though? What up, though? And back with another video. Alright, back on the music side of things, man. We're gonna talk about Snoop Dogg. Snoopy D-O-double-G. Snoop Doggy Dogg. Death Row Records, Doggy Style Records, Dogg House, all of that. Sorry, hold on, y'all. Boys is back there, my bad. But yeah, we're gonna talk about Snoop Dogg, debut album, Doggy Style Records, coming out of Long Beach, signed to Death Row, went to No Limit, branched off and did his own thing. So yeah, man, first and foremost, man, I appreciate Snoop and all his music, man. He done went from gangster rap to R&B, pop. Snoop did it. Snoop did it all, man. Reggae, everything. He on the Wayne side of things, cause Wayne did it all too. Snoop as well. I think Snoop got a gospel album out. Yep, Snoop did it all, man. He had his hands in some of everything, on the music side, movie side, everything. Snoop did it all. He got his own clothes. If you remember the song "Drop It Like It's Hot," one of his biggest hits, he drive his own cars. You know what I'm saying? He got to drive his own cars, wear his own clothes. He got I think it's a liquor or a beer out. He got a wine, Death Row Records wine. He produced, written, did all types of movies, albums, still to this day, at 50-some years old, doing his thing, man. A diehard Steelers fan, bro. Snoop is just everything. He's the coolest, he's the funnest, you know what I'm saying? So it wouldn't be right if we come on here and give him his flowers, man. So yeah, we starting off with Doggy Style, classic rap album. I think it's probably 9 times out of 10 everybody's favorite album by him. Y'all know me, I did a video about a month back. My favorite album is by him, R&G, Rhythm and Gangsta, the masterpiece. But I do love and appreciate Doggy Style. That's a classic album. I love it front to back, back to front. My favorite song is on there, For All My Niggas and My Bitches. I love Pump Pump, Serial Killer, all of that. That album is just fire. It's hardcore. He came back. That album did what it did, man. That was probably his, I don't know if it's his best-selling album. 9 times out of 10 it is. He came back to follow up with The Dogfather. I ain't really too fond of that album. I liked it, the title track, Dogfather. I liked it, Up Jumps the Boogie, Snoop's Upside Your Head. The album did what it, no, I wasn't really feeling that. I don't think a lot of people was, bro. I don't think a lot of people was. But we got what he come with after that. Cause I think after that album is when he left Death Row Records. So he went to let me cut this heat off. So after Death Row, he went to No Limit. So Dogfather came out in 96. So after that, he released his first album with No Limit Records called The Game Is To Be Sold, Not To Be Told. I think I did a review on that album already. But yeah, that was the debut No Limit Records album, featuring the track Wolf with Mystical and Fiend. And I think it was another track on there, Still a G Thing. Yeah, that album, it was straight. I actually liked it. It was cool for a No Limit album. It was cool like the first album. But when he came back with No Limit Top Dog, that album was much better than the Game Is To Be Sold, Not To Be Told. So this one, he came like giving you that No Limit flavor, but at the same time he went back to his old days, his gangster ways. Man, he got all type of motherfuckers. Dolomite, DJ Quick. He got some of everybody on that motherfucker, man. Excuse my language. My favorite song is my favorite song is My Heat Goes Boom. And then I liked it, the one Party Like a DPG in 20 Minutes with Goldie Loc. Don't Tell. Man, that album is cold. But then, yo, check it out. He came with The Last Meal, his last Death Row release. No Limit release. You kind of couldn't even really consider it No Limit, but you kind of can. Because it wasn't No Limit at all. It was more so like Dogg House. That's when Snoop was doing his own thing. Dogg House. And yeah, that album to me is the best out of the three. The Game Is to Be Sold, Not to Be Told. And then he came with The Last Meal. No Limit, Top Dog. Then he came with The Last Meal. So The Last Meal features the track Losing Control. And he did a part 2 to his first hit single, What's My Name. He came back with part 2. Me personally, I like the second version better. The one S and double O P D O double. I like that one better. D O double just C. I like that one better. That one was cold. That's my favorite album out of the three. Who's That Dipping in the Cadillac? Snoop Dogg. Pump Your Brakes. What was it called? Brake Fluid. Losing Control. I Can't Swim. Then he had the other one with Master P and the East Siders. Lay Low. Master P had the hardest verse on that song, by the way. Like, it's like every time I listen to that song, I kind of gotta fast forward it to P part, because P had the best part on there. It's P and Snoop with Dre on the beat. This ain't nothing but loot. They call me, I don't know who the fuck he talking about, but they call me Bill Clinton for all the head I got. Like, P came on there, raw, rugged, and everything, dog. And yeah, man, that album to me was like the best out of the three. I don't know, what's y'all opinion? Which No Limit was release was better? The Game Is to Be Sold, Top Dog, or The Last Meal? I remember back in the day, 99, 2000, watching an interview. He was doing an interview with some lady, I forgot her name. She was a beautiful, light-skinned lady. She was like, why did you name the album The Last Meal? He was like, is this the last time I'm gonna let these suckers eat off of me? And, it wasn't like no disrespect thing to No Limit or nothing. Y'all know, he's loyal to No Limit. You know what I'm saying? He went and did his own thing. And he left like that. P said it was like a business thing. He left and, you know, it was business. He did his own thing. He started his own Dogg House Records, Doggy Style Records. That's when he came with the East Side albums, the self-titled one and the Deuces and Trades, the Old Fashioned Way, 2 classic albums. Well, no, the first one not a classic, but that second one a classic in my book. That second one a classic. Then he released like multiple group albums, like what was that? The Big Squeeze. It was like some church. So I forgot, but he released like multiple compilation albums, group albums, you know, while still doing his thing with Dogg Pound and his own thing. So after he released The Last Meal, I think he started to like change. He started getting more into the, you know, like mainstream pop culture, because he came with, did he drop my favorite album? Is that what started it all? Because The Last Meal came out in 2000, 2001. Then he did all the compilation album, the group albums, and I know, he did Paid the Cost to Be the Boss. I think that was 02. Yeah, that was 02. So that was the feature, the single, From the Church to the Palace with Pharrell. Classic record. That album was, you know, it was alright. We had a few tracks on there. And, he dropped Miles, RG, the Rhythm and Gangsta, the Masterpiece, and he just like kept it going. He was doing like mixtapes, movies. That's when he jumped off into the movies. He did Soul Plane, Bones, and all of that. Yeah, Snoop, man, you gotta have the utmost respect for Snoop. He's doing everything. He was the Olympics, bro, soccer. Remember that show he did with his family, Snoop Dogg's Fatherhood? Bro, that was like one of the greatest shows ever, man. I remember, man. Rest in peace to my cousin. My favorite cousin, my right-hand man, my cousin Arthur. He used to call me like right before the show, or text me right before the show come on, like Snoop Dogg's Fatherhood about to come on. That was our shit, bro. I loved that show, man. It was like, cause I like family oriented shows like that. Like I know when I did the T.I. video, Family Hustle, I love that show. You know, I like that type of stuff, cause it's like I wasn't a family man at the time, but I'm a family man now, so I really appreciate these shows even more. But yeah, Fatherhood, dope show. I think it only had like 10 episodes, 12 episodes, I believe. It was cool, man. And no matter what, bro, no matter what people say, people throw out there, Snoop gonna always stay true to his roots and keep it crip, man. He love his mom, he love his pops. He's family oriented. Like Snoop is the coolest, man. He's funny, he got a sense of humor. And I be watching his videos with the compound. The compound, man, that is so cool, dog. He got all of that property with all of that up in there, man. Snoop is just, man, he's dope. Like, he's in my Snoop in my, because it's like it's kind of hard to, you know, with the top 10 that I have, but then now that I'm thinking about it, like, you gotta have Snoop in there. Snoop was a major part of my upbringing, my come up. Like, Snoop was there through it all. Like, when I got into music, Doggy Style was hot. The Chronic, all of that was hot. And he's still to this day doing his thing. You know, like, what was that when the pandemic came out? I want to go outside. Man, do you know how much I played that song? Like, I love it. You know, I love that song. I want to go outside, bro. I like the beat, the chorus, everything, man. I love that record, dog. Like, Snoop is just dope, man. What else? Producing music, writing music, and I just like how he keep it so real. And then YouTube, GGN News, dog. I used to watch that so much, man. I used to watch that so much. GGN News is YouTube show. And yeah, man, shout out to Big Snoop Dogg. What was that movie? The East Siders, bro. That's one of my favorite hood movies, The East Siders, that he did with his crew, The East Siders. And I love how the Dog Pound, everybody came back together and dropped We All We Got. Then he clicked up with Ice Cube, E40, and Too Short, and dropped that Mount Westmore album. He did a mixtape with DJ Drama, I Still Got It, the Gangster Grills. Like, Snoop is just cold. Mixtapes, NFTs, Die Hard, like this him being loyal to them Steelers, bro. That, man, Snoop is just cool, man. He's dope, dog. Same, shout out to his wife too, because we all know Snoop was like a player, and his wife stayed down with him through all of that. Shout out to his wife, got a beautiful wife, his family, cool, dope, beautiful family. Yeah, I love Snoop Dogg. I fuck with Dogg. I pray and wish him nothing but everything, man. He's still going. I remember when he released his album Documentary in 2011, it like, that's when it hit me, like, yo, I'm getting old, dog. Cause around that time is it was a XXL magazine, cause I was heavy into those when they was out, when they was popular. It was a XXL magazine, and they interviewed him, and they showed pictures of him having, like, growing gray hairs and stuff. And, you know, he was like, man, don't be, you know, afraid when you get them whiskers. That's wisdom. You know, and I was like, wow. Then he dropped Documentary, and you could see it because the single was called Wet. So when you, because I brought the CD, I got the CD. So when you look into the book, you can see, like, the gray hairs and all that. I was like, oh yeah, I'm getting old, man. But yeah, I had to come on here. I've been wanting to do this for a minute. But, you know, it's here. Snoop Dogg. One of the greatest rappers ever. Doing his thing still to this day, bro. Releasing project after project. And I can't wait to hear Missionary with Dr. Dre. I cannot wait to hear that. He working on it, or I don't know if it's done or whatever, but I cannot wait to hear it. Missionary, it was Doggy style. Now it's called Missionary. If you get the theme, Dre and Snoop is back together, man. I cannot wait to hear this album, dog. But yeah, I try to tap into everything he's doing. He's doing so much, so it's kind of hard to keep up. Cause this is all he do, man. If he not being a grandfather to his grandkids, a father to his kids, a husband, man. One thing about Snoop, he always working. He got his hands in something. Whether it's endorsements, doing commercial, doing movies. Hey, man, I got my kids, because my daughter loved her some Dominoes, man. So we was watching that Domino movie that he did. I think it came out in 2001 or 2002. We was just recently watching that a couple of weeks ago. If he's not doing what I just said, or music or movies, he always got his hands into something. Like, yeah, man, Snoop deserves his flowers, bro. I was watching the Drink Champs episode. I gotta finish it. It's kind of hard to like sit there through all the Drink Champs because, I work. I work full time. I'm a family man, so it's like I started off. I probably get to like 20-something, 30 minutes of it. Then I gotta come back to it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I gotta finish watching that because he was dropping some game in that interview. Yeah, man. Once upon a time, bro. Little story. It was around this time, 2009, 10, 11. It was around this time. Like, man, I tried to, get back on with the music. I was heavy into it. So I remember my mixtape was gonna be called, because my name Ant Dog. So my name was gonna be either Ant Dog or Ant Doggy Dog. So my mixtape was gonna be called the Snoop Dogg, DMX, and Bow Wow of Detroit. And I was pushing it, bro. I kept switching up my songs, but I had all the songs written to it, and I had like the beats I wanted to use. Like I said, it was gonna be a mixtape. So what I was gonna do was rap like on 5 Snoop Dogg beats, 5 DMX beats, and 5 Bow Wow beats. I was gonna do it like that. So I had like all the songs. So one of the songs, I wrote to Gin and Juice. And if you're familiar with Doggy Style, the remastered album, if you got it, it came with a DVD. So the DVD featured like a totally different beat to Gin and Juice. So I wrote it to that. And it was called Moet and Rose. Because I really wasn't like no heavy, drinker then. I was just like, man, I'm social, but I was into champagne, Moet and Rose. That's what was popular. This was like, I said, I was like early 20s, you know what I'm saying? So I was in like, that's what I was rocking with. That was my thing. I didn't care about, I remember when I turned 21, man, I popped my first bottle. That's what I did on my 21st birthday. I popped my first bottle. Yeah, I went, it was 12 o'clock. I went up there to the liquor store, popped it, drunk it, man. That joint had me feeling so good. I remember my mans called me because he kept telling me about it. He was a drinker, but he kept telling me about it. I wasn't hip to it, so he called me like, what you think? I'm like, yo, I like it. So I was like, yo, I'm about to write a song called Moet and Rose. That was one of the first singles. And I was really pushing that. Like, when you get on Facebook, it show you all the memories and everything. And I remember, like my name was gonna be the name of the mixtape was gonna be called the Snoop Dogg, DMX, and Bow Wow Detroit. That's funny. And I was really serious about it, but whatever. But yeah, shout out to Big Snoop Dogg. And it's crazy because like I was trying to follow his blueprint because like he was like really, once upon a time my favorite rapper. So it's like I kind of do gotta switch up my top 10 again because Snoop definitely, you know, gotta be in that. So I remember, like, you know, like you said, he had Doggy Style Records, Doghouse Records. My shit, I forgot, cause I wanted, you know, I wanted to start my own label, my own crew. So he had Dog Pound. We was Dogs for Life. You know, I forgot what my label was gonna be called, but Dogged Out or some shit. I don't know, man. But yeah, it was something, dog. It was, cause I was really trying to be like the Detroit Snoop Dogg, cause that was my nigga, man. But yeah, dog, shout out to Snoop Dogg, man. Let me know y'all favorite albums, songs, movies, all of that by Snoop, man. I love y'all. Like, comment, share, subscribe. It's and dog, biggest dog of them all, and the dog is out.